facing the police every single day.
You get the whole thing.
Say hi, Andy. I'm recording you.
All right, you get the whole thing, right?
I got you.
Ocean City cops are not people.
Yes, they are. You know what's really criminal?
What's that?
Those knee-high socks.
I know, but that's what the brown shirts wore.
Right. I'm protesting the ban on free speech.
That's going to be in the wrong place.
I wonder where that was coming from.
Correct.
Okay?
What's that?
You're going to have to move.
I am out of your way.
No, I'm going to hit you if you don't move.
No, you.
What?
Just move the fucking thing.
Bob, Bob.
You know, if you can put stuff like that up there, I just don't care for it. So get it out.
You can call the cops. It's a $5,000 fine. Are you threatening violence?
Shit out of you.
Bob, knock it off.
Is he drunk? Should he be driving?
I don't think you should be there.
I don't think he should be here if he's drunk, threatening people, driving. What's your license plate number? QIUQ42.
We're going to call the police and they'll be here.
No, that's fine. Do it. I'm going to call the cops too. Drunk driving. Are you kidding me? Unbelievable, man. I'm protesting the ban on free speech in Punta Gorda. If you don't like it, you can call the cops. It's a $5,000 fine. Hello.
How are you?
Protesting the ban on free speech. They made free speech illegal here. $5,000 fine for this. Honest to God, dude. I mean, miss.
So what's going on?
They literally banned free speech in Punta Gorda. This is a $5,000 fine for any word they don't like. So I'm protesting it with a laser. $5,000 fine. Is that messed up? What's that?
Why is it illegal to have freedom of speech now?
Because they are extremely un-American here. That's the only thing I can think of. Just Punta Gorda. 5,000. They tried to fine me $11,000, brought it down to $2,500. Then we said we were going to sue them, which we are suing them, and then they illegally arrested me 4 days later for illegally protesting like this. Is that fucked up? Yes. So that's why I say fuck the mayor. Thank you. I'm protesting the ban on free speech in Punta Gorda.
I love it.
$5,000 fine for this.
I believe it.
It's Punta Gorda is fucking Nazi Germany now.
I believe it.
If you're gonna do video, you got to do a high frame rate. If you're gonna do a picture, you got to do the night shot.
I like it.
I haven't seen anybody else try it. So if you're doing video, it might play back, you only get pieces of it because it's 20,000 frames per second. Like I said, if you bump it up to 60 frames per second or 60 frames per second, then it'll catch it better. Thank you. So all you got to do is get a cheap Chinese laser show DJ projector, and but you got to bump the laser inside.
Yeah.
So this is 180 for the projector. Then I modified it, and there is a 350 milliwatt green laser in there now.
Okay.
So that's a total 240 bucks, and you two can be having fun. Right?
Hey, I love it.
There you go, man.
I seen it driving by. I had to stop.
So it's working, right?
Oh yeah, definitely.
All right.
I seen it loud and clear.
Very good. So I'm protesting the ban on free speech. Did you hear they made it illegal free speech in Punta Gorda? $5,000 fine for this. Honest to God.
You're going to chance it?
I'm gonna chance it. I already got a lawyer we already got the lawsuit going.
That's a good protest.
So if you want to do a picture, you got to do the night shot because it's 20,000 frames per second. And if you're going to do video, you got to bump it up to 60 to 120 frames per second to make it look right. And if you upload it to YouTube, you got to, upload it raw.
I was just going to Snapchat it. I didn't want to.
Oh, do it, man. Do it. Yes, let people know.
Okay, all right.
So all this is a modified laser projector, and I put a bigger laser in it. So,
Hold on, man.
you like it?
Oh, yeah.
I tried to say fuck on everybody to make it fair, right?
Right on, man. Protesting.
You don't stand up for your rights, you lose them, right?
I think I got the full cycle. Yep. Thank you. Right on, man.
Thank you for not trying to kill me. I appreciate it. A lot of people hate free speech here. Thank you. I'm protesting the ban on free speech. They made it illegal for free speech here. $5,000 fine if you're offended. Right? No, I know. I'm trying to get both sides so they can't say I'm.
Who's the sheriff?
The sheriff is Bill PRUMMELL, but it's Punta Gorda that banned free speech. Did you hear about that?
No.
$5,000 fine for any word they do not like. Ask me how I know. Tried to fine me 11 grand, brought it down to 2,500, put a lien on my house. Then I got the Rutherford Institute at Washington, D.C. We're suing Punta Gorda right now. 4 days later, because we said we were going to sue, they illegally arrested me for protesting on a sidewalk.
Okay, so the mayor.
We're from Minnesota.
What
We're
about
just here
the
on
mayor?
vacation.
The mayor is the one that pushed it to ban free speech.
Okay.
And she said it multiple times on the diocese on
How
camera.
about the police?
The reason why I'm including the police is because they took an oath to to uphold the Constitution and free speech, and they enforced it anyways. They used the police to give out the tickets for this ban on free speech. They should have used the code enforcement, but they used the police.
How can you ban free speech? I mean,
They did it.
That's crazy.
Honest to God, they did it. So that's why I'm trying to offend everybody, just to get the point across. And I'm protesting the ban, and and then if you're offended, of course you can call
Protesting the ban of what?
on free speech.
On free speech.
Yeah.
But don't you worry about your safety? I mean, people.
Actually, yes, I've been assaulted 6
saying-
times now.
Yeah, I
And
know.
here's what's interesting: the state attorney will not charge a single one.
Well,
Which
it's
is
not worth-
deprivation
it's
of
not
rights.
worth their time.
Well, but it is. I was literally physically assaulted 6 times.
By who?
But different people. I'm serious.
That's
For
what he's saying, honey, and I'm like.
Well,
oh my
why
God.
aren't you bringing charges against those people?
that's what I'm saying. I filed with the police. I filed with the sheriff. They
No,
gave
but
the state attorney.
They weren't the ones that assaulted you, right?
No, that is true. I'm letting you know that I filed with the police, I filed with the sheriff, that people assaulted me. They gave the state attorney's office, and the state attorney office always says there's insufficient evidence, even though everything's on video. How do you say there's insufficient evidence if it's
Where's
all on
the
video? Huh?
Who videoed?
Oh, definitely. When I do this, there's definitely other people around that are doing video. Absolutely. I have to. I mean,
and why do you care about all this?
Because if we don't fight for free speech, then you lose free speech.
Makes sense.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, we get it.
So,
To tell you the truth, I wouldn't care one way or the other. But
right. Well, I'd rather go, on my feet than on my knees. You know what I'm saying?
all right, let's go this way.
Okay.
All right. Thank you for not trying to
luck
kill
to
me.
you. No,
All right.
no.
Thank you. Don't look into the light too, by the way, please. Don't look into the light. Thank you. Yes, this is a disco laser projector. Punta Gorda banned free speech. It's a $5,000 fine. And after we said we're going to sue them because they fined me 11 grand, they illegally arrested me 4 days later for protesting on a sidewalk. So,
You're protesting, though. I don't understand.
what's that?
That's a mixed message at best.
No, I agree. I agree. That's why I'm trying to offend everybody here.
Doing a good job.
I know. I'm getting both sides. So, like I said, they banned free speech here like 6 months ago. It's a $5,000 fine if they don't like what you say.
Yeah.
And then, like I said, when they fined me, we said we were going to sue them. 4 days later, they arrested me for protesting on a sidewalk just to get me back. Okay. So there's another lawsuit. So if you live in Punta Gorda, tell the mayor thank you for using your tax money in the lawsuit because they're going to lose. Because what's the First Amendment? Free speech. And it's in the Florida Constitution, too.
All right, so this is all about free speech. You're not trying to make a point.
That is, it's all about free speech. That is correct. And because you see, I'm getting both sides. I mean,
That's why we drove over.
We were confused enough to go around the block to find out what the heck.
okay. And by the way, I'm the only one that I know that's doing this, so it is effective. You can see it.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. Yeah. Usually I'm over there on the event center, but they got all that stuff for the boat show or whatever it is.
Oh yeah.
So that's why I came here. But
And so I'm just curious, the sheriff, like, what has he done?
okay, the sheriff doesn't want to touch it. It's the Punta Gorda City and Punta Gorda Police that Punta Gorda City made it illegal. They used the police to enforce it when they were supposed to use code enforcement because it's under code enforcement.
Right.
Okay, the sheriff doesn't want to touch it, but this is where the sheriff is included. Doing what I'm doing, I've been assaulted 6 times. I filed, the people that hurt me, I filed with the police and the sheriff. They both filed with the state attorney's office, and not a single one was charged. Even though I've been physically assaulted.
Yeah.
That's not right either, is it? That's unequal justice under the law. So yeah, that's
Listen, I agree. You have the right to say whatever you want.
correct. Yeah.
I totally support that. It's just interesting that we've taken our public discourse into language like fuck.
Right.
And I wish we hadn't gone there.
Right.
I don't say you don't have the right to do it. I wish we hadn't gone there.
Right. Well, one thing that I do mention to people when they do say that, and like, it's better than the Second Amendment, right? Because do you know what the Second Amendment's for?
Yes.
Not for deer hunting, is it?
No.
It's not.
No.
So, and yes, but it is.
Regulated militia.
Okay, very good.
I've read it before.
There you go. And I am a libertarian constitutionalist, and when they made this legal, I couldn't believe it. This started with the F. Biden flag 6 months ago. That's why they did it. Yeah. And then, like I said, to get me back, they illegally arrested me for protesting on a sidewalk. They took an oath to uphold the Constitution and violated it anyways.
Yeah.
So it's a mess, man. So I wish I didn't have to do that, but the city, they did it.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, good for you. You're making a good point, and good luck.
Yes, thank you. Please say a prayer that nobody tries to kill me again, because 6 times is enough.
I would agree.
You're right?
Once is enough.
It is.
All right. Well,
All right.
good luck.
Thank you. You have a good night. I'm protesting the ban on free speech in Punta Gorda. If you're offended, you can call the police, $5,000 fine.
Look at you get the message out. That's awesome.
Okay, so this is effective,
I mean, I don't know what you're going for.
right?
You're out there.
I'm trying.
I don't know that it's
Right, but yeah, they literally banned free speech here. It's a $5,000 fine. They've already tried to fine me 11 grand, brought it down to 2,500, put a lien on my house for free speech, and then after we said we're going to sue, they arrested me 4 days later for protesting on a sidewalk. Is that fucked up?
I can see that you're making your point. I don't like your language.
True, but it's better than the Second Amendment, right?
I don't know.
No.
Maybe.
Well, the Second Amendment's killing people. I don't want to kill people.
Maybe.
Right? Sorry about this.
Maybe.
Right?
Fuck DeSantis.
There you go. They banned free speech here. I'm protesting it. Yep, you have a good night, man. Thank you for not trying to kill me. I'm protesting the ban on free speech.
Oh yeah.
Did you know it's a $5,000 fine here for free speech?
Are you serious?
Dead serious, dude.
Government property or something like that?
No, just because I hate freedom here, man. $5,000 fine for any word they do not like.
And you know what is it? I think it's like not only the DMV, but there's another place that like since it's like owned by the county.
Right.
If you park in that parking lot, it's like right behind CJ's Tavern.
Okay.
If you park in that parking lot, and let's say a police pulls you over in there, they have all right to search your car, go through your car.
What?
Yeah, exactly. Just because you're in that parking lot.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, fucked up the team.
There you go.
Keep doing what you're doing.
Thanks, man. Fuck the police, man.